Students, in last video we have discussed that what is electric circuit and how is electric circuit made and how electricity pass through circuit in what direction and what is the use of electric switch. Now this is a activity to construct a simple electric circuit, that if you are given these material like piece of thermocol, safety pin, 2 drawing pins and 3 plastic coated wires with bare ends and a torch bulb, an electric cell and cello tape, that how will you make an electric circuit? This is a diagram, and you make electric circuit by using these things, that you place a thermocol on which 2 drawing pins are fixed, and with the help of drawing pins this safety pin is attached with these 2 drawing pins, and the wires which we use, these wires are connected to these safety pins, and wires are attached with the bulb and the cells, and the cell and bulb also attached with the wires. And for the attachment of wire we use a cello tape. And this safety pin act as a switch to make the circuit close and to make the circuit as open circuit. And if this electric pin is attached with these 2 safety pin like in this position, so this is a switch on condition, and in this condition circuit is closed, electric current flow through the circuit. And if this safety pin is in this condition, when it is not attached with these 2 drawing pins, it means circuit is incomplete, switch is in the off position, electric current doesn't flow through the circuit. So the conclusion of this activity are that when the switch is in the off position, the circuit is incomplete, hence no electric current flows and the bulb doesn't glow. When the switch is in the on position, the circuit is complete, hence electric current flows and bulb glows. And this is the inside view of an electric torch. Here 2 cells are present, and this is a bulb, and you have learned about the structure of the bulb, that bulb consists metallic case and the filament part, and filament cover with the glass of the bulb. This is the glass of the bulb side, and this is the reflector that reflect the light. And these 2 cells are connected in a series, and positive terminal of the cell connected with the negative terminal of the cell, and this negative terminal of the cell that are at the basal side of this electric torch attached with the metallic spring, and this is metallic spring that further becomes straight, and this is called as metal. This is given name as metal strip C. And again this is the switch. The red color part is a switch, slide switch in on position now. So this is switch, and this switch is connected with this metal strip A, and metal strip A can be made attached with this metal strip C and metal strip B. This is the metal strip B. So here are 3 metal strip, 1, 2 and 3. If these 3 metal strip are connected with together, it means circuit is complete in this electric torch. And if any of the 2 of these 3 metal strips are not connected with each other, it means circuit is incomplete. So we make the circuit complete or incomplete by this switch, as this switch is sliding switch. By pressing this switch we make the switch on and off, and when this switch is pressed and made to slide in this direction, then metal strip A and B touch with together, and metal strip A that is attached with this switch, this metal strip A always touch with the C, but by sliding this switch in this direction, this metal strip A and B touch with together. So in this condition, this circuit becomes complete. And this metal strip B part attached with the metallic case of the bulb. Metallic case of the bulb attached with this positive terminal of the cell. So this is the inside view of the electric cell. So when this switch is in on position, it means A and B metal strip are connect together, and metal strip A and C always connect together. Circuit is complete. The bulb starts to glow. And if this switch pressed in this direction, and it means the connection of A and B metal strip is broken down, so circuit is incomplete, bulb doesn't glow. So this is the working of an electric torch. Next is to test whether a material conduct electricity or not, whether a material allow electricity to pass through them or not. So let me do this activity. Two electric circuit shown in this diagram. In first electric circuit, paper clip is used, and in other circuit, eraser is used. When we attach paper clip between these wires, and switches, and if switch is in on position, that electricity starts to flow through this wire and bulb starts to glow. And in place of these, still if we use eraser, then bulb doesn't glow if switch is in on condition, because eraser doesn't allow the electricity to pass through it, due to which electric current doesn't pass through these wires and bulb doesn't glow. So here it is proved that this pin is a good conductor of electricity and eraser is an insulator of electricity. So what is conductor? The material that allow electric current to pass through them are called conductors of electricity, and metals are good conductors of electricity. Electric wires are made up of copper because it is a good conductor of electricity. Among non-metal, only graphite, pencil lead is made of graphite, is a good conductor of electricity. And insulators means the materials that do not allow electric current to pass through them are called insulators. Rubber, plastic, wood and glass are all insulators. Electricians wear rubber gloves while working with electricity because rubber is a good insulator and protects them from electric shock, because our body is a good conductor of electricity and you may get shock while you working. So for protecting for being protected from electric shock, electricians wear rubber gloves. Rubber and plastic are used for covering electric wires, plug, tops, switch and other part of electric appliances that people might touch, because these are the insulators of electricity, these materials, so they are used for the covering of electric wires. Next is electrical safety. A person may get an electric shock because our body is a good conductor of electricity, so we should follow these measures to protect from electric shock. Replace the light bulb only when it is switched off and cool. Never touch electric switches or gadgets when your body is wet. Do not try to repair or install electrical wiring or appliances. Do not touch electric poles and transformers on the road. Do not touch a hanging wire on the road. Never fly kites near overhead power lines where electricity is passed through the wires. Never join the electric wires with bare hands. So here our chapter is finished. Thank you.